Casey, Garrett, and I are hiking into a spot where Casey and I have been going for quite a few years, and I know Gary's been up here as well. It's a pretty decent bear area, and a couple weeks ago I shot my first bear, so I'm mainly just here to pack, but we're back in for an 8-day trip to try to get Casey and Gary on a couple nice boars. So follow along and let's just see what happens.
We started to pack, I don't know, hour and a half ago. We're probably like 5 miles in. We got 12 more to our base camp. And we'll probably hunt out from there a little bit. Just kind of take it easy. Going in today, we're expecting a lot of hikers up there, so hopefully get a decent camp spot. And looks like hopefully they're all leaving tomorrow.
Man, you guys are hungry?
Yeah. You ever pulled a rock this big out of your ass?
We got Sir Cramps a lot down there dying. So we're getting some extra water to take an extra break, and I don't have a bunch of water. I already gave him some electrolyte salts and starting him back up. So some days he smokes us and some days he cramps up. It's about 2 o'clock on day 2. We're finally going into glass. Supposed to have good weather, but it ended up raining for a few, I don't know, 3 or 4 o'clock this morning until 8 or 9. So we got fogged in real bad until now. Just hung out in camp, picked some berries, and hung out with the camp doe. So luckily the rain scared off all the hikers, so there's nobody else up here. Should be pretty good tonight, we'll see. Pretty confident.
You get lucky? Was it a lucky
2
day?
days in a row.
I don't want to pass up on something, dude.
We just came up here and started glassing. Been up here like 25-30 minutes. Glassed up a deer and 2 bears already, but it's so foggy we don't know what we're gonna do. So hopefully we'll get to see him again.
Got a bear right there in the middle of the screen. He's about 2 miles away, in a really good spot, so we're thinking about it. Try to get a little bit better look at him.
So we just spotted at least 2 bears, possibly 3. It looks like one of them's pretty good. So Casey and Gary went down the trail. They're gonna try to close the gap and see if they can get a shot at him. I'm gonna sit up here, and hopefully between all the fog and the clouds, I can try to film it through the spotter and the phone scope. So I'm waiting to see if I can see them cross this trail down here at the bottom of this ravine, and that'll let me know when I'm ready to try to start shooting. It looks like the sun might break through. That might make for a nice video too, but we'll see what happens. Follow along.
All right, we got a pretty decent bear spotted over here. We gotta cover a couple miles to get to him, but he stayed in the same general area for the 45 minutes we were waiting for the fog to lift after the first time we spotted him, so fog's still rolling in and out. Hopefully we'll get a chance at him.
I would guess they're getting pretty close to the drainage, so they can hike up in there and see if they can get within range. He's just moving around up there eating huckleberries and enjoying himself. Most of the clouds have finally gotten out of the valley, so now I have a pretty good view. I've actually spotted another bear since then that's a little bit further away. So that makes about 3 in an hour that we found.
Still making our way over to that bear. Closing in now. When we pop out of this timber, we'll be in the bottom of the basin that he's up near the top end, but he still pretty much stayed in the same place. So, well, we closed the distance quite a ways. We had him in our sight the whole time, but he just kind of took off to the left, out of sight now, which sucks. So we're sitting here waiting to see if he pops back out into this drainage. So we'll see. Hopefully he does.
And this is a huge color phase bear, and I can't believe how fat it is. It looks like a freaking cow sitting up there. And I just found this one when I was watching Gary and Casey try to stalk up next to that other black one that we found, and now these two are about 200 yards apart from each other. Casey and Gary have been trying to get on this black bear over there for a few hours, and they kept bumping it, and then it would evade them. And then I spotted a color phase, so they tried to go after that, and it went down to the timber, so we lost that. They were starting to hike out, and I was just watching them, kind of guiding where they came out, so that way they didn't walk off any cliffs, because that's all new area for them. And Casey spotted the color phase again.
The challenge. I've been up to this basin about 8 times over the years and never had the guts to try and pull a bear out of it. It's 21 miles from the truck, and what's left of the trail hasn't been maintained since the 80s. I always glass over into this basin, and every time there are several bears out feeding, and about half of them are color phase. I've been talking about pulling a color phase out of here for a few years now, and this year I decided that was the goal. When we rounded the hillside and saw this bear, Gary handed the gun over. I guess it was his way of letting me know I talk about this exact instance too much.
What do you think, dude?
Got him. Took the second shot. First shot didn't look very good. Luckily I ran up there and he was running over the ridges and the second shot floored him, so he's down there right out in the meadow. Second color phase in 2 years. Pretty pumped on that. Definitely lost some brass on that shit shot.
Oh man, it's all good. All right, let's fucking get down there.
Bertram brass, 28 nozzler, built by Matt Whaley. Just went and recovered my bear. Back to a safe spot, cool spot. Supposed to be down in the mid-30s today. Tonight, trying to bust ass down this and find the trail before it gets too dark. We're about halfway back to camp. We got about 1,000 feet elevation to gain in the next mile, and then about another mile from there back down to camp. So we're making it. It's definitely got dark quick in here. Alright, we're just now getting back to camp. It's 11 o'clock at night. Can't wait to eat some food. Can't wait to have a mountain house. Don't know if I've ever said that before. Some water. And get these soaking ass wet boots off. It's a hike out. Kind of kicked our asses in the dark, and it's not much of a trail, if any, in most spots. So yeah, looking forward to going back tomorrow and packing them out first thing in the morning. Alright, me and Jeremy are hiking back in now to get my bear all cut up and packed out of here. Trail's dry today, which is a big bonus because we were soaked yesterday. Got down into the mid-30s last night, so meat and everything should still be just fine. Anyways, we got about a mile left to where he is, and yeah, been cut up and out of here. Back up to the base camp today. Hung over the creek, and then tomorrow we'll probably take that one out all the way to the truck. Leave Gary up here to try to fill his bear tag. He's back up on the ridge now, glassing for some more bears. So.
Look at these two chuckleheads. They just made it over to the bear. Hey guys, it's morning and day 4. So we're about the halfway of our trip. Last night, right at dark, Casey shot a nice color phase about 3 miles away, 1,000 feet elevation. Trudging through brush, it was insane. But got a little late start this morning. Jeremy and Casey are going over to get his bear, so I'm hanging out solo, trying to glass up some bears, maybe see if I can get on something today. I'll keep you guys posted. Well, I glassed up one bear. Couldn't get the camera on it in time to show you guys. It's pretty nice. About a mile and a half further than where Casey's bear was. So probably not smart for me to go take that trek on my own. Haven't seen anything else, so I think I'm gonna take a cat nap. You guys check out my sweet little setup here. Yeah, nice and comfy. Finally got a bear for you guys to check out. Not a real good judge on bears yet. I'd say I'm a super novice if you categorize me, but still pretty cool to look at. This one's super far away too, but super fun. Cool to watch. Well, looks like the boys are all packed up, heading on back. So it's about 4:30. Saw 2 bears. Couldn't get to any of them. I imagine Jeremy and Casey are gonna be up here any minute. So got my clothes back on, put my boots back on. Gonna hoof it back to camp, get our camp moved to a better spot now that all the hippies are gone, and try to get ready for the evening hunt. Try a different spot, somewhere where we don't have to hike as far, because don't have much daylight left. So we'll see what happens.
Decided we're gonna give the old bear fat and rendering it down and cooking up some chunks of the backstrap. Let's see how it goes.
Where's your spoon? I think you gotta cut up quite a bit of it to get enough to actually fry some meat, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Just gonna start slow. Look at that. Oops. Yeah, not all of them, man.
How's
Howdy.
it going?
Good. How you
Good. Probably gonna want to dump this out before it solidifies, huh?
Yeah, I'd probably go way over the edge. Gary, you give it a shot?
Okay.
Tear it in half, just make sure it's good all the way through. Oh, yeah.
Looks good, man. Don't kick this thing over.
It's like pork meets steak.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. A little chewy maybe.
Yeah,
The
but
flavor's good.
yeah.
It's delicious.
Should have brought some Johnnies. Alright, we got the pack train headed out. Scary up front. He's got like probably a third of mine and Jeremy's camp. And I got the hiding head, and Jeremy has all the meat. So we just started, so we got about 16 and a half miles down to the truck. Then we're going to get some fucking pizza. Got back to the truck. started hiking out at 8 in the morning. It's 3:30 now. So it took us about 8.5 hours to get the 17 miles out. We made it. The last few miles are always a struggle. We felt pretty good until about 6 miles left, and then pretty much all fell apart at that point. But we got another bear out of here. Be back next year for a couple more.